Hey friends, I hope you're coming back from part 1 of this video, which was the diagnosis day, Spina Bifida. This is part 2, which is the fetoscopic surgery combination. So if you haven't watched that first part, just go watch that one first and then come back here. Everything will make so much more sense. But welcome back. If you're coming from that first video, I'll just jump right in and finish kind of the story of how we left off. But we had that morning, Tuesday morning, we had our fetal MRI. We went in, it was very long, very hard to lay through. I was already probably 5 months pregnant at that point, and you have to lay on your back, which is already uncomfortable as it is, and it's very tight enclosure. That evening, we left Zion with my parents for who knows how long. We didn't know. They said it could be a month and a half, but we left Zion, flew to Texas, and we pretty much had that next morning. We already had appointments, all day appointments. Thursday, sorry, that was Wednesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah, all day appointments. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then if we qualified, Monday would be the pre-surgical prep, information, paperwork, like testing, sign-ups and everything, and then Tuesday would already be your surgery days.
We just arrived at our cute little Airbnb. Vlad is working right away. He's got his own little desk there, which I'm not quite sure why he's not utilizing. We've got a TV here, this cute like arch thing. Little dining room, breakfast section. Here's our bedroom. TV, bathrooms in here. There's me. And then coming out here, oh, nice full-length mirror. And the kitchen. Super cute. So we are walking to Kroger, which is like Fred Meyer's, and Dollar General. It's like literally like a 5-minute walk from our apartment, which is really convenient. And the weather is absolutely beautiful. They had tornadoes here yesterday, like tornado warnings, and it was really windy, really bad. But today, it's super sunny, super bright, just beautiful weather, and it's a little chilly. Like I'm in my kurtka, but it's not like freezing, and it's sunny, so warm too. And then pretty much tomorrow surgery is happening. Saturday and Sunday we were just relaxing at home. We don't have a car here, so we've been Ubering to our clinic and back, and then there's a grocery store like 5-minute walk away, maybe 7, so Vlad's been walking to that, getting all the food. But that's it for today, and then tomorrow we'll be kind of trying to get as many updates as we can. I have to take a pre-surgery shower today and tomorrow morning as well, so I'll go ahead and go do that right now. And then that's all for the day. We'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Bye-bye. We just had appointments, seeing all the different doctors of that team, anesthesiology team, the prenatal anesthesiology team, the Spina Bifida surgery team, the fetoscopic team, just like everybody, like so many doctors, so many surgeons, and they were just kind of walking us through the process. We already got so much peace with the surgery, and so the whole time we're like, we're ready. We are at a Chick-fil-A that is literally right at the first floor of our hospital. This is a limited Chick-fil-A, so they only like order in the morning and then or whenever, and the truck comes delivered, so they don't have any like waffles, fries, or anything. But we got sandwiches, we got mac and cheese, and we got some lettuce, bomb food. Vlad's standing because he's been sitting all day. It's already 2 o'clock here, and this is our first time eating. And then we're meeting with our last doctor of the day after we eat, and then hopefully we can just go home and relax for the rest of the evening. Well, we just got home from our like who knows how long our day it was, but we arrived there at 7:20. Pretty much had appointments all day throughout. Took a 20-minute lunch break at Chick-fil-A that they had downstairs, and then went back, had more appointments, and we just got home. Baby has good movement in the legs, the hips, the feet, everything like that, which is good. We still have a couple appointments tomorrow that we have to go to. Oh yeah, I got a steroid shot in my butt, which hurt so bad. Literally, it hurt so bad. And that was that obviously with every surgery there's risks. So there's a risk that the baby has to be born for any reason. If the baby doesn't like the surgery, and the baby has to be born so that the lungs to help them develop in these next couple of days before the surgery. But specifically the lungs, that's the biggest thing.
and baby's gonna be 24 weeks in like 4 days at that surgery point. So hopefully old enough to be well if something does go wrong. But I got the steroid shot today, and then I'm gonna get another one again. I thought the amniocentesis hurt, but this hurt pretty badly too. And then like after a minute or so, she already left, and I started feeling so dizzy. I thought I was gonna faint. Like the whole room started spinning, my legs started tingling, everything. So I like sat down, and Vlad brought me some water, and then it went away. So now that I know what it is, I am not excited to get it again tomorrow because that stuff hurts so bad. So Friday, we had also a full morning day where we met with my social worker, and I spent maybe like 2 hours trying to figure out my insurance and just like the financial stuff with my insurance coordinator and the financial coordinator, and they were having a hard time pulling everything up, so that took a good chunk of time. But we did the steroid shot as well, excuse me, the second steroid shot on Friday, and then Friday wasn't as busy as Thursday. Friday already they're like, hey, you guys qualify for surgery, you guys meet. And it was such a blessing too, because like his condition was, everything was just enough to like barely qualify us, but not like anything so severe. And so he, you know, just barely met a lot of those marks, but he met them, which we were so thankful to be able to qualify for the surgery. And so they're like, okay, you know, if this is something you want to proceed with, we'll have you come back already on Monday. Morning everyone, today is Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, which means surgery day. Pretty much today it's like 9:50 in the morning. We're gonna go grab some breakfast, and then we have our meeting with our anesthesiology team at 10, and then at 11 we have our COVID tests, and then I don't know, do we have anything else today?
I don't think so.
Maybe they said we might be meeting with the research team today, but I'm not sure about that. And also we will be signing all of the consent paperwork for the hospital and the surgery. So that's kind of the agenda for today. And then the rest of the day just kind of relax, and then tomorrow will be surgery. See you soon. Hello everyone, I am back. It is still Monday, but it's the afternoon. We went to all of our appointments today. We met with the anesthesiologist, we met with blood work team, or not the blood work team. I got all of my blood work done, I got my COVID test done.
Hi, Christopher.
Sorry, Vlad had to jump on a call, so I'm coming right back. But we did all of our blood work, we did our COVID tests, and we did a final signing of all the paperwork, final meet with our lead surgeon and our lead nurse. He did a final last ultrasound prior to surgery. And that was it for the day. And then pretty much the rest of the day we've just kind of been relaxing. And tomorrow our surgery is scheduled for 9 a.m. local time, 9:30. And so we'll try to be updating. I'll probably not be too active in recording, but I told Vlad to try to record as much as he can so that we can just kind of walk people through this process if anybody else is going through something like this they're interested in. So Uber Eats has been treating us so well this last week. They've been giving us such crazy, unbelievable deals. Like literally, I think it's from God. I'm not even joking. But today, we pretty much got a pho, 2 spring rolls, 2 banh mi's that I'm gonna have tomorrow after surgery, and I don't know, Vlad will have already later on in the day after he's done fasting, a drink, and I think that's it. But this is literally like a $50 meal. And babe, how much did you pay for it?
Everything, tip.
With tip and everything?
It was $22.
It was $22. $22. And we've been getting that for like a bunch of our meals where it's like supposed to be $50, and they just give us $30 off for no reason. So literally like God-given. Good morning, guys. Today is surgery day. I've got my heatless, no heat curls, sock curls. It's surgery day. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning right now. I've taken my pre-surgery shower with that thingy that they make you take a shower with. And we're just about ready to be heading out here. We're going to check out of our Airbnb, and then we'll be heading out in maybe the next 15-20 minutes. Babe, how do you feel?
Great.
I'm just scared that it's not like, there's some parts that are a little damp. And so I don't want it to uncurl. And then this is not very pretty right here.
We're checked in. I'm in the room. Vlad's not here yet. They had him wait out there while they're doing everything, but I've got my IV officially in. They did some more blood work. I'm not sure what blood work they were doing, but they did some more. And yeah, Vlad will be coming here shortly. And I don't know what we're gonna do the next 2 hours until surgery, but we'll see. Maybe just taking a nap. They finally let him come back. Babe, I think that might be your sleeping arrangements for the next week. We got my IV in. Just feels like the skin is pulling. Got my oxygen, did some more blood work today. I don't know why they need so much blood work, but I'm sure they know what they're doing. But yeah, so surgery's due in 2.5 hours. So I'm not sure what we'll be doing in that meantime, but yeah. I do think it's the tape pulling it, but I definitely feel it, and it's like, it's psychological, and it's making my like arm sore. And they're also gonna do a second one on my right arm too, but they're saying it's like the atrial one, but they'll take it out before I wake up, so I won't really even know that it's there. They took more blood today. Gosh, I don't know how much blood I'm gonna have left after this procedure, but yeah, that's the update. Their first patient canceled, their first OR patient, surgery patient, so they're gonna take me back early pretty much now. Maybe within the next 15-20 minutes they'll already take me back, and we'll go ahead and have surgery. Vlad's right there. And yeah, pretty much said that I'm literally gonna be out of it for most of the day. I won't be able to eat anything already until tomorrow. I just feel bad because Vlad's bed sucks. Like, literally, he's got like half a butt cheek off, and like his arms can't extend because they just fall down. So that's kind of like, and he's a small guy, so I can't imagine if it's like bigger men, how do they sleep in here? Because this is the labor and delivery department, so you know, guys are obviously spending the night all the time in here, so I'm not sure how they fit on there. But
So this is post-surgery. The doctors literally just walked out, but Inessa is still sleeping or sedated, but doctor said everything went well. No complications or anything like that, so looking forward to hear the update when Inessa comes back and he breaks everything down.
Hey everyone, I'm awake. I'm not gonna make this long because it's really hard to talk because my stomach really hurts. But surgery went well, and I had to put a second patch on the baby on the back because there wasn't enough skin to just sew it together. So we might be having to return at 34 weeks and delivering here, and then baby will have to stay here for about another week or two in the NICU while the skin grows over the patch, because it doesn't grow over the patch in the womb. So we'll see.
So here's Inessa. This is about a couple hours after the last check-in, so she's already awake. She is still in a little bit of pain, but obviously you can see she's here, she's smiling. Yeah, she slept a bit, and it's about 8:30 right now here in Houston. Doctor said everything went well, very smoothly. He checked in before he left home, and
Still no food today, and then tomorrow they'll start giving me like broths and stuff, and then hopefully already start transitioning me to more solid foods and things like that. But it hurts to talk, because every time I talk my incision moves and it hurts a lot. But yeah.
we're trying to make sure Inessa has the least amount of stress. Obviously, all of our friends and family are so gracious and wanting to find out how everything is going, but the updates are coming in slowly as we want to make sure that Inessa is comfortable in talking and able to actually respond.
Here's a little update. A couple hours after we already came back and stuff, I guess they had to do some more blood work or something. And my nurse came in and she like tried to twice get me in here. And I don't know why, but like she couldn't, like she found the vein and everything, but she couldn't like do the blood draw. Like, I don't know if it wasn't coming out or something. So she went through my knuckle and it hurt so bad. Like my whole body went in shock and I started like shaking. And I started like bawling my eyes because it hurt so bad. And like every time I would like, you know, you like sniffle when you cry, and that would cause my pain because it's such like sharp sniffles on the stomach. And like it took me a good like 30 minutes to recover from that. And then she called in another lady. And the lady did it and she got it from her first try. So that was very unpleasant.
So I actually stepped out at that point to grab dinner. But I came in and Nessa was talking with the doctor at that time and she was just shaken up, you could tell, in tears. And then when the doctor left, you could see how it wasn't getting any better. And it took a good solid 10 minutes for her to just get out of that emotional state. So that definitely was probably one of the more unpleasant things that have happened, but up till this point everything has been very smooth and everyone's been very helpful and very kind and polite. So
good morning, guys. It is already Wednesday and it's 9:40. Last night I started having contractions in the evening time, and so they were giving me meds to kind of stop them because we don't want to be having contractions. So I mean, a little bit is fine, but mine were becoming pretty frequent. So they gave me some meds to stop them and they were really painful. I could feel everything, so that wasn't very pleasant. And then at night was okay. I had like a sharp pain on my right side, so I could only sleep on my right side because when I would lay on my left side, it would really hurt. So I would kind of just be sleeping on my right side and then my legs would go numb. So I'd have to reposition straight again so the blood would flow. But I did get some sleep at night, and then I've been cleared to finally drink some clear broth. So we ordered some chicken and beef broth, and that'll be coming within maybe about 30 minutes. And my face is super itchy. I don't know if that's from the meds or something, but here's my first meal. It's broth in a long time since it's Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. I haven't eaten anything since Monday, 9 p.m. So this is some chicken broth and some beef broth, and then hopefully later I can get some more. There's like no salt in here.
there's salt packets right there.
Okay, I'll have to salt it. Alright. So here's that pretty much goes all the way down. About my thingy right there. So it was still fetoscopic, but they just don't cut a huge thing into the uterus. They only cut like my stomach, abdomen muscles, all that stuff. They never break into the uterus except 3 laparoscopic holes that go into the uterus, and those are for the camera and for the instruments to go in. And those are the ones that are causing me the most pain right now. But I think I'm starting to have contractions again. So they're gonna give me some nifedipine to stop them. The thing is, they were scared to give me nifedipine before because my blood pressure was really low. It got down to like 80/50. And obviously nifedipine is also a low blood pressure medication too. So they try to space it out, you know, but now that I feel like I'm pretty sure I'm having active contractions again, they are gonna have to give me the nifedipine again to stop the contractions from happening. Everything hurts so bad. So baby is on the monitor again. They like to monitor him about 2 to 3 times a day for 30 minutes. And we've been monitoring him for literally maybe like an hour and a half now because he keeps moving. And they lose him. And so she's already like stuffed all the pillows and everything. There's my band-aid. And yeah, they're just continuously monitoring him, and it's so uncomfortable for me because it's like pushing into my stitches and everything.
So Inessa has finally got into her chair. She's gotten up, she's moved, and slowly the process is going to happen where the bandage is going to come off and the catheter will be removed, and she will be more mobile and getting more accustomed to walking, and hopefully closer to leaving.
They were going to take off my band-aid actually, and they were going to take this, but I was feeling really unwell, so they kind of just gave me some nausea medication, and I just laid down, and I've been just kind of laying for about an hour afterwards, just trying to recover from that, because that really took a toll on me. And also they took out my catheter right away, and that was not bad at all. It was not painful at all. I guess some people say it's painful for them, but that was okay for me. But this has been, so the PA is going to come back and she'll remove the band-aid, and yeah, but eating is just not fun at all. Eating is so painful. When I'm eating it's fine, but then it takes like 2 hours for my stomach. Here's our delicacy. It takes like 2 hours for my stomach to like resettle after that, and I haven't gone number 2 just yet, so I don't know when that's gonna happen and how that's gonna happen, but I'm very nervous for that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I've got some of my food stains. We're all good.
So, what do we have going on?
Doing some baby monitoring. That's the baby's heartbeat. We do this twice a day in the morning time and then before bed in the evening. So at 1 o'clock and then about at like 8 o'clock. So last night and the night before it was really hard to get him on the monitor. He kept moving off, and today he's actually staying there. And then you can see a little bit of my stitches.
There's some of the stitching.
I'll do a better shot a little later, but you can kind of tell how it is, but they did a really good job with their cut, so yeah. And then I'm on oxycodone right now, so I'm really drowsy, but it really helps because like after the surgery, like insane painful like stomach bloating and like constipation, and just it really hurts. A lot of like moving around, reshifting because of the, I don't know if it's the gas that they put in the belly, but so I usually like to time my oxycodone after I eat, because then I can actually get some comfort from my stomach.
Alright, so here is a quick tour of our room. This is where all the action happens. This is where everyone comes to see how Inessa is doing and all that good stuff. Here's Inessa's little tray table with a very thoughtful gift from our pastor and his wife, and some flowers. Here is just a little nightstand type of deal where we put our tray and other things we're not using. This was my awesome bed. That's just some of the nurses' stuff, just where they do some of their work and on their computer. Pretty spacious room overall. That's the shower chair that we did not utilize. Here was my office. And yeah, I just had my own office space here with my computer since I work from home. And last thing is our bathroom. Nothing too crazy, just a typical hospital bathroom. And the shower. So overall, pretty big room. Inessa really enjoyed it. At least in our delivery when we were having the experience there. The room was tiny and it was just so claustrophobic, but here it's definitely ideal. So yeah.
is discharge day. It's Saturday, February 4th, 3:40. We thought we were gonna leave sooner, but our check-in at our hotel is at 4, so just stayed here till then. I'm feeling pretty lightheaded. I'm not feeling great, not walking a lot either, so we'll just do the wheelchair everywhere and then just laying in bed at the hospital or at the hotel already until we get checked into our Ronald McDonald house. But yeah, other than that, this is it. That was 4 days. So 2 days, the surgery was Tuesday and that's Saturday. So. We transferred over to a hotel and stayed there for a couple days, then to an Airbnb, stayed there for a couple days for our 1-week follow-up appointment. Had that, everything was good. They were really happy to see how fast I was healing. The surgical site looked healthy. There was no leakage of fluids, and that's one of the concerning things with the surgery is that because they've already cut into you and they've already made holes in the uterus, you're very high risk for premature labor. And essentially for the rest of the pregnancy, you're practically on bed rest. If during one of the ultrasounds they find that there has been like a slight rupture of membranes or separation of membranes, you're on hospital bed rest for the rest of your pregnancy until you give birth. And so one of the things with this surgery that we had done, the umbilical cord patch, that they warned us about is that if his surgical site is too big to where they can't just pull his skin together and close it shut, they will have to put the umbilical cord patch, which is the trial that we partake in, the research trial. They'd have to put the umbilical cord patch on the back, and we would have to come back to Texas. So we'd get to go home, but we'd have to come back to Texas at 34 weeks to stay there until I go into labor. Once they go into labor, our baby would have to be monitored under their care in the NICU. And at that point, they were saying it'd be about 2 weeks, you know? And so I was really hoping, you know, that wouldn't be the case and that they wouldn't need that. And then as soon as I came out of the surgery, the first thing I asked was, did he need that patch? And they're like, he did. And so I was like, ah, that hurts, because I was really not wanting to come back, like having to think about that. Like I would be already like 7 or 8 months pregnant at that point. I would have to fly pregnant. We would have to take our toddler with us. Plus, we'd have to take somebody else with us to be with him while we're going to our weekly appointments, because I'm not leaving my toddler behind for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And then they call back, and after we got home from surgery, they called back and they're like, actually, we want you guys to come back at 32 weeks, not 34 weeks. So that was so hard to like even have to process, like 32 weeks until I give birth. Plus, and they're like, oh, by the way, NICU stay is probably going to be closer to 1 to 2 months, which before they were telling us 2 weeks. And so I was like, everything just felt like, what? Like, how is this even happening? And so anyways, they checked everything after during our 1 week appointment. They were really happy to see his results. His ventricles were stable at that point still. So here's our little room tour. It's a beautiful room. We're just eating some Chick-fil-A here. Sorry, Chipotle. Chipotle. Some boba tea, but like, look at this. This view. There. Look at that view.
How tough the passing of father has been. Your positive attitude, Dan, is remarkable. The way my dad was, you know, I can assure you, Dad.
It's 70 degrees outside today in
Houston.
You can record me a little, babe. Here's me. I'm still going out since surgery, except when we were going to our hotel. But I feel a lot better here. You can record how I walk.
He's here.
So we did our 1 week follow-up and they pretty much cleared us to fly back home, which to me it's like I just had this crazy abdominal surgery while 5 months pregnant, and now I have to like go through the airports. It was like a 6-hour flight home or something. I think we actually had even a stop somewhere. I don't remember. But we flew home, like just having to think about like going through the airport with all of our baggage and stuff. But praise God, we got cleared. And then the night before we're flying home, you know, we go to check into our flights, and we're looking for Vlad's flight because we had to book our flight separately because we were using travel credit. We're looking to book our flights, and we can't find, to check in, and we can't find Vlad's flight. And so we're checking everywhere, like all the confirmation pages, the emails, and we find out that something happened and his flight booking never went through. So we're only booking mine. We booked mine, his never went through. And so we start panicking. Like, we're flying out tomorrow morning. My flight leaves at like 7 a.m. I think. And he doesn't have a flight. Praise God, it was only like $60 or $70 more expensive, because I cannot fathom like day of last, you know, minute flights and stuff. They're so expensive, and we just could not afford all these expenses that were just stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. And that in alone just showed us so much of God's provision, you know, that went smoothly. We flew back home, and we were getting weekly checkups. It was so crazy to see how God was placing like little signs and like people into this walk, this path of ours, that were just encouraging us, whether it was through church, whether it was through like random people that we've never met on social media, reaching out and saying, hey, I know you don't know us, but our church is praying for you guys, like across the US. So we were going into one of our ultrasounds, and we were going to see a new doctor this time, a new high-risk OB doctor, because our other one was already booked out for, you know, her appointments. And so I was kind of nervous because I really liked our regular doctor. And so during this ultrasound, everything went smoothly. She was very like encouraging, very positive, like, he's looking great, you know, maybe a little bit of ventricular increase in here, but it's okay. So like very comforting. And we've had another doctor that was the complete opposite, where like he was like, you're gonna have to have a C-section, you're gonna have to have this, there's no way, like his head is getting so big. And like we walked out of that appointment like very down, only to find out that everything he said, like he had no idea what he was talking about, because I messaged our team in Texas, and they're like, no, that's not the case at all, just disregard what he said. But this doctor, she was so encouraging, so kind. And at the end of the appointment, she's like, can I pray for you guys? Are you guys believers? Can I pray with you guys? And yeah, we are believers. And so we're like, yeah. And so she just prayed for us. We laid hands on my belly over the baby. We prayed for him, and that was so encouraging to see like people in our medical team that were like, she was a doctor, she was a believer, she prayed for us, prayed for the baby. Like we walked out of the appointment so encouraged and so uplifted. And it was a testimony to me of like, don't be afraid to share your faith, even on the job site. Don't be afraid to share your faith, even when you're out of your bubble, you know, out of your comfort zone. Like, it's okay to share your faith with people, you know? Yeah, they call us and they're like, hey, you know, we need to get you scheduled for 32 weeks, not 34 weeks, because a lot of people are already giving birth by 34 weeks, which the average time to give birth was 34 weeks. So that's why they moved it to 32 weeks. That way I don't give birth at home. And all pregnancy long, they were kind of saying like, hey, we think we can work something out Seattle Children's for you to give birth there. And then like a couple weeks before, they're like, no, like we want you to come back. Like just based off some things that recently happened with the patch, we want you to come back. And so I was like, oh, shattered. And then our baby shower was scheduled for that point, and they're like, and I was like, hey, my baby shower is on this day. Can we come in, you know, 2 or 3 days later? And they're like, yes, that's fine. So 2 days later, we flew back after our baby shower, and we were under already their care. If I decide to share part 3, which is the birth story, I'll record that separately and post as a, you know, third video. But that was just kind of our fetal surgery video experience. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want all the details, everything, we have so much posted on my Instagram account, so just follow me on that, check me on that. We do constant updates for Azzy, how he's doing now. He's already 11 months old, so he's becoming a big boy. We're actually preparing for our 1-year follow-up back in Texas here shortly in May time. So just follow us on Instagram if you want all those live updates, and there's a lot more information. But thank you guys for sticking around. If I do post that third video, I hope to post it soon, but I will see you guys then. Thank you so much. Like it, comment, it helps traffic on my page, and it helps me post more. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.